we're part of the Middle Eastern group. I'm Sarah.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Eric.
And today we're going to demonstrate how to make hummus. So first let's talk a little bit about hummus. Hummus is a Middle Eastern food. It became a traditional dish in the 13th century coming out of Egypt. So hummus is a plant source of protein, and if you remember back to the first week of class, protein is critical for growth and repair, and it also provides the body with the 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce itself. So the first 2 ingredients that we will add to our hummus are chickpeas. And you have to drain and rinse them before you mash them up. It's easier to mash them up if you have a blender, but we do not have one. But that's what they'll look like when they're all mashed up. Chickpeas are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, as well as a good source of protein. It's also been shown that regular intake of chickpeas can lower LDL or bad cholesterol. And then our second ingredient that we'll add is garlic, and we'll add 1 teaspoon of this. The recipe calls for a clove, but there's different ways to measure it, so we'll add like the size of a medium clove into it, and that would measure out to a teaspoon. So garlic has a lot of different health benefits. Garlic can help lower cholesterol, as well as hypertension or high blood pressure. And it also assists with functioning of the intestines for good digestion.
So another ingredient is water. Water is an important element of nutrition. It is essential for life. Can't live without it. It makes up about 60% of the body, and it has many benefits to the body, such as regulating body temperature, enabling chemical reactions to occur, and helps to transport nutrient and waste products in and out of the cells. It is also needed for the utilization of water-soluble vitamins, and it is recommended that people drink 8 8-ounce glasses per day, or if exercising or working in hot weather, you may need to increase that intake. So the recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of water, but you start out with 2, and you can add the other 2 if it is too dry at the end. That's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Alright. And then our next ingredient is olive oil. Olive oil falls under the fats elements of nutrition. More specifically, it is a monounsaturated fat, and those types of fats are liquid at room temperature and become more solid with refrigeration. They are considered heart healthy because they lower the LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, without lowering the HDL levels, which is your good cholesterol. Fats and oils are the chief storage form of energy in the body, and in the Middle East, they have the largest fair trade supplier of olive oil in the world. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. There's 1. There's 2.
Okay, and the last 2 ingredients we have here are lemon juice and salt. Lemon juice is first added to give a lot of the taste to it. Lemons are very commonly found in the Middle East. They're one of the most popular fruits there. It also has the bonus that it is a pectin, vitamin C, and potassium, which helps with digestion. Also, potassium has been known to help with heart conditions. It'll help correct irregularities if you have a good balance of it. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And then our final ingredient is salt. Salt is also added to help with the taste, and some of its health benefits have been known to help correct irregular heartbeats again. It can also assist with blood pressure control, and as we said with water, you need a good amount of water in your diet. When you have salt in your diet, salt helps contain the water and keeps you hydrated. We're going to add half a teaspoon of salt.
Just
And there's a quarter. And then we're going to mix this all up. See if we have enough water in there too.
I think that's enough.
Does that look good? Yeah.
And before we started today, we also made these.
These are pita chips, and what we did was we got pita bread, and then in a bowl we mixed olive oil, garlic powder, and pepper, and then you mix that all up, and then you spread it on, and then put it in the oven for 10 minutes until the texture that you like. If you like them more crispy, then you can leave them in a little longer. And then what you can do is you just dip your pita chips into the hummus.
And then we'll post the recipes on the next slide.
And all of our resources will be at the end of the PowerPoint in the resources section.
Thank you.